Yes, it's a soap dispenser, but this one costs 20 times your average cheap soap dispenser. We see these products out there all the time. They've got slick packaging and marketing, sleek designs, and cost way more than the competition. But do they ever truly justify their cost? The SimpleHuman Pulse Pump to me is the perfect product to explore that question with. When I first started using it, I could tell a lot more thought had been put into its design and function. The company claims it takes 60% less force to pump soap out of this dispenser, which in my experience seems about right. The build quality is solid, and the pump features rubber grips on its underside to keep the pump from slipping, something that constantly happens with other soap pumps, especially the plastic ones. SimpleHuman also rethought how refilling should work. You press a button at the back and lift up the top to reveal a wide, grated funnel that lowers into the refill tank. There's a lot more surface area to catch soap as you refill, and the tank has a max fill line indicator, making it almost impossible to overflow this dispenser. Another feature of the pump that was rethought is the nozzle design. It features a drip and clog-free reverse flow valve that helps draw soap back into the nozzle after every dispense. Now you may be thinking, well, okay, surely SimpleHuman figured out a way to keep their profit margins up by only allowing this soap dispenser to work with a specific type of soap, right? I tried using the soap I've used in my other soap pumps and it worked great. Now, is the Pulse Pump a perfect product? No. I did have one issue with this soap pump. The top stainless steel part came loose. SimpleHuman sent us out another one, but on both soap dispensers, the top part also had either scratches or little dents in the metal. Given this pump's cost, there should have been better quality control. But back to the main question surrounding this pump. Are all of the design improvements worth that extra cost? Many of you at this point in the video probably expect me to say, yes, of course he's gonna say it's worth it. It's more expensive. And that's a valid point. Consumer behavior research has found that we as consumers tend to try and use price to determine product quality. If it's made out of better materials, those typically cost more. And if a lot of design and redesign work went into the product, that can add to the company's R&D cost, which they'll try to typically recoup through a higher price and better margin. But then why do all of these companies spend all this money on advertising? Well, one interesting study I came across concluded that companies with higher quality products will typically spend more on advertising than companies offering lower quality products, which actually somewhat makes sense. These companies have the challenge of convincing us all that their higher priced products are actually worth it. Doing that takes some good marketing and ad dollars. So, is this soap dispenser worth $40? Well, I don't actually think that's the right question to ask, and yeah, that is a bit of a cop-out answer. But I think the real question to ask is, how often do you need to buy a soap dispenser? And when you buy one, do you want the better designed features of the Pulse Pump? If you don't buy soap dispensers all that often and think the better design of the Pulse Pump is worth it, then it's worth the price. If not, then it's not. For me, I try to buy a few nice quality items that will last me a long time and are well designed. To me, the SimpleHuman Pulse Pump fits that description perfectly.